The week in sport with Aaron Gales. Manchester United and Chelsea will play each other in the quarter-finals of the Champions League after the draw took place earlier today. The two clubs, who met in the final in 2008, will battle it out for a place in the semi-finals. John Terry and Chelsea will be hoping to erase the memories of that wet night in Moscow that United won on penalties. Tottenham's reward for knocking out AC Milan is a plum tie against Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid. Mourinho has made a habit of knocking out English sides on his way to glory, having knocked out Chelsea last year on his way to success with Inter Milan, and knocking out Manchester United when he won the same title with Porto in 2004. The other ties in the quarter-finals see favourites Barcelona take on competition dark horses Shakhtar Donetsk, and last year's winner Inter Milan take on German side Schalke. There were no British sides in the Europa League draw as Liverpool, Manchester City and Rangers all crashed out last night. In cricket, England went a long way to booking their place in the quarter-finals of the World Cup with an 18-run victory over the West Indies. England were bowled out for a below-par score of 246, but they remarkably bowled out the Windies side for 225. Spinners Graeme Swann and James Treadwell were the stars of the show, taking 7 wickets between them. England have added Surrey pace bowler Jade Dernbach to their squad after Ajmal Zazad was forced to pull out with a hamstring injury. Rugby Union and England go into the weekend with a chance to secure their first Six Nations Grand Slam since 2003. They play Ireland in Dublin. Matt Banahan has been called into the side to replace captain Mike Tindall, who was injured in last week's victory over Scotland. And finally, Paula Radcliffe has announced her return to competitive athletics after a 15-month absence from the sport. She will return in the Bupa Manchester Run on the 15th of May. Radcliffe, who took the break to give birth to her second child Raphael, hasn't raced since the 2009 New York Marathon. Her comeback begins her mission to win an elusive Olympic gold medal at London in 2012. That's all for today. That was alright. And finally, Paula Radcliffe has announced her... It's always Paula Radcliffe that fucks me up.